This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Sheldon Rankins. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
16 yards, a 1st down, 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gurley, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Breeze picked off by his nemesis, Nickel Roby-Coleman. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. From the 16, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
95-56, 95-56. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Airing it out deep for Woods. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing now is Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Ready. 95-56.
At the 16-yard line.
Kill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Goff now looks to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Back to throw, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Trying to get it to Woods. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. 54.
Let's go, D.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Steps away to his... And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People